Hi friends, welcome to my Learning and Laughing with Kelly Ann channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to exercise, that's why I'm on the floor, and we're going to exercise our lower body, all right? But before we do anything, please be sure that you check with your doctor before you start any kind of exercise program, all right? That's a warning. Don't overdo it. If you've been exercising for a long time and you know what you're doing and your doctor says it's okay, then great. If not, please consult your physician first. Now, if you haven't exercised in a while, you want to take it really slow. I've been talking about using resistance bands. This one right here is the least resistant. It says here it's extra light. I had mentioned in my previous videos that these are they were $5 for a pack of these on Amazon. And I talked about that in a previous video and how you can get them if you like them. I also have the larger resistance bands that have the handles, but we're not going to use those today. We're just going to be exercising our lower body, which is our legs, and our glute, which is your behind. And we're going to be using, mostly we're going to be using the resistance bands, except maybe one exercise. So all right, so grab your mats. I'm gonna try and get this positioned so that you can see me. Grab your mat and your resistance band. And what we're gonna do is we're first going to step on the band, and then you're gonna put it around the ankle, the top part of the ankle of the other foot. So it looks like this. You're gonna come back onto your elbows, get comfy. Now you're gonna flex your foot, and this is not a big movement. This is going to be working the front of your thighs here, which is your quadriceps. You're just going to flex your foot and you're just going to move, just slightly. And you're going to do is, I would say if you're just starting out, maybe you do 5 to 8 of them and that's it. Okay? And if you want to go a little, challenge yourself a little bit, you can stay right there and you can push forward a little bit. Now you're working what they call the hip flexor, which is the muscle that lifts your leg up. I'm actually working on this side, is the leg that's on the top. So if you want to flex your foot and move forward and putting a little resistance on the band and just moving forward, that you can do that as well. All right, now to switch to the other side, all you do is switch it. You step on it with the other foot and put it around the top part of the ankle of the other foot. So now we're on the opposite leg. And again, just, going up and down. Now, you see that I have leggings over my legs. Whenever I'm going to work out my lower body using the resistance bands, I like to have something covering my legs so that the band doesn't pull on my skin. That's just my preference. You don't have to do that. And again, if you want to do your hip flexor, you can just do like that. Okay, so we worked your quads and your hip flexor on that exercise. Now keep the band right where it's at. You're just going to roll over onto your stomach. And you're going to be working the back part of your thigh, which is your hamstrings, and a little bit of your behind, your glute. I'm actually going to come down, and you'll see I'm just pulling the leg up. Both knees are on the ground, and you're just pulling up, okay? And then you're going to come up and switch it to the other side. So the one that was on the bottom, obviously, you're going to switch it now to, what did I do now? Okay, yeah, let's see. Did I just switch it to the other side? Forget what side I was doing. Well, whatever side it was, we want to do the opposite side. I'm going to try and go this way so you can see. Can you see it any better? Okay, both legs are down. I'm all the way flat. And again, I'm pulling up. Sometimes it's going to snap a little bit. It's just getting situated on your legs, on your feet there. Okay, so those are for the back of your thighs, which is your hamstrings, and your glute, your booty, your backside. Now, we're also going to you're going to take the band and you're going to slide it just above your knees. Now, not real far up here. I want you to come a little closer to your knees to support your knees. Okay, and we're going to work the outer thigh, which is what's called the abductors. What you're going to do is you're going to come down, and I don't want you rolling back on your backside here. I want you to stay on one hip, okay? And stay up nice and tall with your shoulders, chest up, nice and tall. You're going to flex that top foot, and you're going to keep it flat. It's not going to be like this. It's not going to be up too high. It's just going to be kind of flat, level, and you're just going to come up just a little bit. Doesn't have to be high, and you should feel it in your glute a little bit and your outer thigh mostly. And then again, if you switch it to the other side, kind of keep the band right where it's at. You're just actually going to switch it over to the other side. Again, don't lean back too far. Come up on your hip, chest up nice and tall. And again, keeping this leg flat and coming up. Okay, so that's for your outer thigh. Now, inner thigh gets a little trickier. There's some other ones you can do standing up, but they're a little more difficult. What I'd like you to do is kind of what we were, the same position we had at one time, like this, right? Okay, the top leg though, what you're gonna do, actually I'm gonna switch it this way so you can maybe see a little better. The top leg, so it looks like this, the top leg, you're gonna move both legs out a little bit. The top leg, you have your inner thigh facing up, all right? And I'm leaning over on that hip. I'm not rolling back. I'm leaning over on the hip, and I have my knee just slightly bent, my foot flexed, and I'm just gonna lift. Now what I want you to do is make sure you're looking that your inner thigh is facing up. It doesn't have to go high. The other foot is just on the floor holding the band. And you're just lifting up like that. Same thing, what you're gonna do, this is just how I had it, you're gonna step on it with the other foot, put it around the top part of this one, and it's the top leg that we're trying to get the best position so you can see. There we go. Okay, so both feet out a little bit, lean over on your side a little bit, flex that foot, inner thigh facing up, and again, there we go. That's working your inner thigh, which is your adductors, okay? Now, you're not gonna use the band for this one. We're gonna take the band off, and now this one I want you to be careful with, again, because I'm trying to scoot my pad here, so I kind of move, my mat is moving around here. I'd like you to get on your back, and you're gonna just come all the way down like this on a mat. Make sure you're on a mat because it's just more comfortable. And you're gonna lift your backside, your fanny. You're gonna lift your hips up, and then you're just gonna let them down. You're gonna lift them up, and you're gonna hold it for a second, couple seconds. Doesn't have to be really high, but if you're a little stronger and you're able to go to the height of here, where you're just like a straight line of your body, then that's what you work up to. But initially, you just want to start off slow. And then eventually, what you're doing is you're tightening up right under here. Squeeze. Come up, squeeze. Okay? And then eventually we'll work on keeping one leg down and one leg up, and you're gonna squeeze. This right here is squeezed right now. Working the hamstring and my glute. And then switching to the other side, and you do, several of those. However many you feel comfortable doing. Again, starting off very, very slow. I would recommend, again, like 5 to 8 if you're just starting out. All right, and then actually, I'll show you, you're not gonna see my face, but you can also work your calves, which is right here, and your shins. And usually I lean up against either the wall and I lift my toes up off the floor, keeping my knees somewhat straight. I'm just kind of rolling up, my toes coming up off the floor. That's working your shins. And then your calves, I actually do 3 different ones. I kind of put my feet in for my toes, look like kind of pigeon-toed. And I lifting up off of my heels. You'll see, I'm going to show you from the side. I'm lifting up. I do that way, and then I also do the opposite. I do my toes out. And that works different parts of the calf. And then you can do the straight, just straight. So those 3, this way, lifting up and doing, maybe 5 or 8 of those, 5 or 8 of these, and then just straight, 5 or 8 of these. So that actually works your lower leg, which is your calves and your shins. So that's what we have for today. Again, all the lower body we work today, and it's really, really, really good to do that, because when your quadriceps are strong, you can do squats, and it's really, really helpful to do that, especially if you have to go into a public bathroom and you don't want to sit on the toilet seat and you need to squat for a few minutes. you get these legs strong enough, then you can do that and you won't fall down onto the toilet seat like some people have. All right, so I hope that this helps you today, and I hope that you are learning how to exercise and get stronger physically and get your bones strong, get your heart rate up a little bit, and I hope that you're learning, and you can laugh at my videos too, you can, but I want you to be sure that you comment. I want to hear how you're doing. How are you exercising? How are your exercises going? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any questions? Again, I'm not an expert, but I would certainly love to hear from you. All right, so I hope you have a special supernaturally blessed day. God bless you.